Yeah! Here we go!
Here's Prescott. This up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That was home Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go!
Bill Rudd here, the former Longhorn with it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Look at this defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
18 yards there and a first down.
For another. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Switch it, hey!
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
They're going to 53.
Prescott down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Get a 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And we'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Prescott. Pickens on the slam. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take Clyde.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once in a season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 33, here's second down and 1.
Let's go now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Open man is Noah Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Devo going in motion left.
Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards as the game at time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready. Gravity Lions. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That is just a disaster by all accounts. It'll get marked where it went out of bounds, and this offense is going to start in plus territory. Working out of the gun, Daniels forced out to his left. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Daniels. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go!
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Prescott to throw it. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 7 on the year. As these guys are able to extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's 2nd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up the first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
Come on. Back to 60. Go.
To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
60 Eagles.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Matt Gay on 4th field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Set.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Got that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, they'll run it here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, they'll run it here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up for the first and goal.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people down there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And And it will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Ready? Ready? Look at 19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? Let's see if they can do it on this drive. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing. Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And how about the big boy, the D tackle there, feasting on the O-line, getting his squad 2 points.
The glory guys are the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. They create the pressure from the edge, but those big fellas inside that can collapse a pocket, sometimes they get rewarded too.
Extra round at the post-game buffet. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hot 70. Hot 70.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll pitch it back. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bumbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, check.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This is where, in 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. We're 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott completes this one to Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Go, get out there.
pistol. Here's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down and goal to go.
Yeah, there we go. I think. Wide, ain't it? What do you think?
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Visitors 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and
10. This is 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now is Daniels. Being chased out left. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Dancing to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5.
Ready, set. Ready, let's go. 9.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was taken down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
2nd down, goal to go.
Ready, go.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Did they maybe play that 2 safely on third down. I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Let's go now. Hey.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody...
Zombie Nation.